Jersey Crypto here. Guys, there's an opportunity going on in the marketplace right now. One, let's is this bus gonna hit me? Is this bus gonna hit me? Jesus. This bus was just middle laning it when there isn't a middle lane coming at me. Alright, anyway. So, we got an opportunity right now, guys, and it might not seem like an opportunity because of the reasoning of the opportunity, but it is an opportunity, believe me. All right? So, this is what we all, not financial advice. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's going to sound like it, though. So, right now, I've said it in many of my videos, the only way to look positively at the market, especially for people that are longing the coins they're buying, is always hitting that buy button. Because when it's going up, you're hitting the buy button. Your money's going up as you're buying. When it's going down, you're getting a discount. You're getting more coins for less money. So if you think in a buyer's perspective of the market, it's a lot easier to look positively at the market. And guess what? We're being forced into that situation right now. There's only one approach, and whether it's being manipulated or not, I have videos on what could be manipulating the market. Whether it's the exchanges or, the big Kevin O'Leary whales coming in and all those billionaires hitting that buy button on the bid price. We're not going to get into that. You guys watch those videos too. But we're being forced to only consider one thing. It's either you're exiting the market because you're sick of taking the risk or watching your funds stagnate or go down or whatever, or the only real action in the market right now is to just be dollar cost buying in. And you could do it in many ways. You could do it without even looking at the market. On Coinbase and all the other exchanges, as far as buying in and holding, any of the exchanges are okay for that because they're fine accepting your money. They're not going to charge you a ton of money to get in. All right. So you could schedule a weekly buy. Now, if you're going to schedule a weekly buy, usually like Fridays, you pick the day that the market tends to be lower in your mind, and that's your weekly buy. And whether it goes up one week and goes down the other week, the whole point of dollar cost averaging is, no matter when you're buying, if you're constantly buying, there is a median in the market. So you're always paying the median instead of paying, either the real high price or, obviously you'd like to pay the low price, but it's hard to always hit the low price. So that's an option. Now, again, if you're always buying, this is a great opportunity right now. People are happy right now. There are people in the crypto world that are happy. Another thing is diversifying your portfolio. Now, if you have a little too much weight in some of these micro cap and real low cap coins, those are going to be usually the last ones to see all the money to raise those market caps. So if the market is going to go back up, everyone's watching Bitcoin, Ethereum first, then they're watching Binance Smart Coin and all that stuff, and Solana, all those coins. They're watching Decentraland for the metaverse. They're watching Sandbox. They're watching, all the top coins. That's what's going to get the money first. as soon as the market starts to pick a direction through Bitcoin and Ethereum combined, really, because I feel like Ethereum, its price not going up, could be holding back Bitcoin, because a lot of the people, a lot of the big guys are invested into both nowadays, so they're going to be dependent on both pricing and you know, consider their moves using, you know, with both prices. But you know, you can diversify a little bit. You can put a little bit more money into your bigger cap coins, because those are going to be the first movers. Only do that if you're going to be active once the market starts going back up in you know, redistributing your portfolio out to the smaller caps that you were into. If you're not going to do that, I mean, again, you could just be buying in a little bit at a time of all of your coins, whatever you want to do. So just, there's only one way to look at the market, guys, right? Now, that all that being said, as far as the approach, again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I don't see crypto going anywhere. I think it's obvious. You know, I hardly have to even say that. There's too much stuff going on. Again, I do think that one of the first, now the whole market has to go up first, right? The whole market needs to start seeing more money coming in. But the first sector, other than like the big money coins, to be spiking, I believe, is going to be NFTs. And you have a lot of people of wealth coming into the space and either announcing that they're going to have an NFT project, buying NFTs right now, yada yada. So, you know, they're getting in at the right time, and they're not waiting years to see a return. They're expecting something within the next month or two. And then, you know what else? They could be delaying. You know, did Ozzy Osbourne's Bats come out yet? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, pay attention to whatever celebrities you want to pay attention to that are dropping NFTs. I heard that Tim Allen's right-hand man in the Tool Time show, I heard he was dropping an NFT, which is kind of funny. I don't even know his name, but, you know, the, like, little bit chubbier guy that's with Tim Allen on the show. He's like his handyman, right-hand man guy. He's dropping NFTs. I think they're just of himself. I thought that was funny. But, again, it's right in line with when everyone else is starting to announce these projects coming out. Getting into some of the coins. So, as far as smart contract coins, I mean, everyone's being real speculative right now. And I think since there is an opportunity to get into some of the coins that they may not have already, because the price is a bit, I mean, Cardano's down right now. Cardano's down. I mean, everything's down, but you know, you got to look at, you can't look at everything. So you got to pick what to look at. Cardano's at like $1.20 or something like that. If the market dips anymore and Cardano goes under $1, I think that's probably one of the biggest opportunities for people just getting into the market. Cardano's probably going to $10 with the next, you know, spike upwards. When the market goes up, Cardano's probably going to $10. Now, even if you sell at 7, if it goes under $1, that's a 7x on like almost a sure shot coin. And the way to look at it too is, I'm going to use an example for myself, because people were asking, and you know, I did take some real opportunities over the past couple months to, you know, basically bounce some funds around and turn. So I got into D-Race under $1 for probably half of what I bought. And then, like, I think I paid up to $1.90 for the coin. So I was part of the pump with the coin. Not saying I was influencing the pump, but I was, basically supporting the fact that it was going to, right, on my channel. One of the coins that helped start my channel gave me something to talk about. And it is exciting to see these projects come onto the blockchain. But, so D-Race got in under $1, got in a little under $2. Probably average coin cost for me was about $1.40, something like that. Pumping. Now, I managed what I was considering as far as the project itself and how much the project could pump. Now, I'm not saying that project can't pump again, but I always called it a pump coin as far as the D-Race coin. If I could have gotten one of the horses were flipping for so much money, that would have been great. But there was such a choke point in who could get the horse compared to how many people were into that project that it really kind of didn't allow. We're talking about D-Race. It didn't really allow enough people into the ecosystem of making the real money in the project. Which, in my mind, if you're going to start a game coin, you want your community to all get their fingers in slightly. Even if they made it much easier to get two of the breeds of horses, At this point, I don't remember which horses were more and less expensive. But, say the lowest two tiers. Because the one tier up, I think it was like $300 for a horse. The bottom horse was like $100. And I think that was in D-Race. So these horses were pretty expensive. I mean, $180 for, or let's say at the time it might have been like, the coin could have been at like $250. So $250 for the cheapest horse. The next tier up was like $600 or $800. So either way. So those lower two tiers, and then the most expensive horses were like $3,500. But the lowest two tiers, they should have made a lot more of them. Let people get their feet wet. Let people feel like they're part of the community. Because if you shut out 90% of the community, if not more than that, then you're letting down the majority by far. You know what I mean? So either way, when it comes to a game and being able to bet, like, everyone's just going to be betting on other people's horses, like, that gets old pretty quickly. You know what I mean? The way to really capture people and get them into the ecosystem is to give them a piece, even if it's a small piece. I mean, that's business in general. But as far as a game goes, do I want to spectate Call of Duty? You know what I mean? Like, yes, I mean, people watch streams and everything, but am I going to go home and just, like, stream aside? Because I doubt there's the person's face on the screen while they're racing the horse. You know what I mean? You're literally just watching the race. Do I want to spectate a game without anyone entertaining me? Like, and just, you know what I'm saying? No, you want to be in. You want to be in the game. So, their approach with that, I didn't agree with. Now, being a business owner myself, I might be a little more hypercritical on something like that. But either way, so back to the reason why I'm bringing this up. I supported the fact that they were going to pump. I couldn't get a horse, even though I tried my hardest. And was very willing. Very, very willing. Then it's funny, by the time that horses became available on the secondary market and you were paying much more than the the floor price, no one wanted them. They were trying to push those horses so much. No one wanted them because they already crushed everyone's like excitement level. So the coin naturally, because of the tokenomics, then we were counting on the tokenomics. It's no longer the game. The game kept effing up the news on the game. The trailer that they came out with was under par. I have a video. I was being funny. I kind of got into character while doing it, but you know, they could have put out something that was way more impressive, like a 20-second clip that just like really impressed people and got them hyped, and they would have brought a lot of people back in. But they didn't. So the game itself started to be not impressive. The idea behind it, they left too much up to everyone's, you know, own, what is it called when your mind's being creative in imagination. They left too much up to the imagination. They didn't give us enough. When it comes to financial investments, you know, you can't count 100% on your imagination. You want to see other people, like you want to see something. So so I knew it was then just a pump coin on the price and the tokenomics, which I was saying $10. I got out at 7. I think that was almost the peak. So I got out at 7. I moved that over to gitcoin and rarible. So I just about 5x everything. All my coins purchased, I 5x'd. You know, on average, it was a 5x. Then when I moved them into gitcoin and rarible, I traded. So I took that 5x and I probably doubled it 3 times over, because if you look at rarible and gitcoin's charts over the past 3 months, there were so many opportunities for these spikes, and I didn't even have to sell all the coins off to flip them. Sell a little bit during the spike, get back in. So I doubled my money a couple times. So I took a 5x and I turned it into probably a 20x on my initial investment, which I started out with $1,500. No, it wasn't a 20x. It was like a 15x. I started out with $1,500 before I got into D-Race, and I ended up with like 18 grand, something like that. So, and now that's diversified. I got more algorand. I got a ton of rari. I got a good amount of gitcoin. I think rari's going to boost up first, so I have my, you know, I just think rari's going to boost up first because the price of rari, the market cap of rari does not match. It's so undervalued that I think it's going to meet the actual, people are going to reevaluate that coin just to get the market cap to where it should be, which could be, it could be a $500 to $750 million market cap just off the reassessing the value of the coin, considering they're a marketplace already that's in full function, that's one of two of the biggest marketplaces in NFTs. So, you know, I know my channel's like becoming the rari channel, the rarible channel, but I'm very, very bullish on rarible. Even without a pump. Like, if people start to realize, like, why is this at $70 million market cap when it's literally like the second biggest NFT marketplace? And it's a cross-chain marketplace. They have Tezos, they have Ethereum, they got Polygon. I think they have another one too, but they're also accepting Visa. I mean, it's like ridiculous. And they have a lot of innovation in minting on Ethereum. So it makes so much sense to allocate a good amount of money into that coin. So, sum it all up, there's opportunity. People don't need to tell you there's opportunity. When people aren't telling you there's opportunity, it's because they're focused more on the opportunity than letting you know about it. And once they get their funds set into place, then they're going to start talking about the opportunity. You know, the market being as down as it is, I'm still at a 10x with my money. I'm still at a 10x. And that's overall funds. That's every coin considered. So I guess I'm guilty of the same thing. I'm trying to be better. You know, I'm trying to be better, but sometimes you have to make decisions for yourself before you could start telling other people about it, because you need to gain the experience. You know, as you gain the experience, you can get them closer to when you make these decisions, because you can better forecast what it's going to do for you and for others. But the bottom line is, no one ever knew what the market was capable of doing at any moment. You know, trends last. And when there's a trend, someone's going to seem like they're right, left and right during a trend, because it is kind of easy to call as long as the trend keeps up. As soon as the trend changes, what happens? People start being wrong. And then they think that the trend's not over and it was just a little blip, and they want to keep advertising the same trend, and it's not a little blip. We've been in a bear market for like 3 months now. So don't only utilize the advice from others. Be observant. Think of a effective approach no matter what the market is doing. If you're always active in the market, then you can have a positive outlook. You don't need the market to be doing one particular thing for you. There's opportunities no matter what the market's doing. So, Jersey crypto out. Let's get those crypto gains, baby. Pinkies for the gains.